What happens when you die on every planet in the solar system? You don't die the same way everywhere in the universe. On Earth, death has limits, but in space, every planet has its own way of breaking you, and some of them don't even wait for impact. They erase you before you even understand what's happening. For this experiment, we remove every advantage humans have ever created. No suit, no oxygen, no protection, just a human body versus the raw physics of the universe. One by one, we drop that body onto every major planet in the solar system. No simulations, no exaggeration. Only one question matters: how long does survival last? And more importantly, what does it actually feel like in those final moments? Because the truth is, some planets don't give you time to react, and others let you understand exactly what's happening before everything shuts down. First stop, Mercury. This planet doesn't try to kill you. It simply refuses to protect you. There is no atmosphere here, no air, no shield from the sun. The sky is completely black, and the sun appears nearly 3 times larger than it does on Earth. One side of the planet is exposed to constant sunlight, reaching temperatures of over 400 degrees Celsius, while just a few steps away, complete darkness drops everything below freezing. If you stand between these extremes, your body is caught in a conflict it cannot resolve. On one side, heat overwhelms everything. On the other, cold removes energy just as fast. There is no balance, no adjustment, only a rapid loss of stability, as the environment pulls in 2 directions at once, and within seconds, the system fails. Now we move to Venus. At first glance, it looks like a cloudy version of Earth, but that illusion disappears instantly. The atmosphere here is nearly 100 times thicker than Earth's. This isn't air, it's pressure. You are not falling toward the surface. You are sinking into a dense, crushing environment. Before you even reach the ground, the weight of the atmosphere is already overwhelming, and the temperature, hot enough to melt metal. The sky glows a permanent yellow-orange. Lightning flashes deep inside the clouds. But none of that matters, because there is no moment where you arrive. The environment takes over immediately. No impact, no landing, just instant loss of control, as pressure and heat dominate everything at once. Next, Mars. This is the one that feels survivable. Cold deserts, open landscapes, a familiar horizon. But that's the trap. The atmosphere here is almost completely gone. There's not enough pressure, not enough oxygen to support the human body. So instead of immediate destruction, you experience something worse. Time. Your body begins to react slowly. Breathing becomes ineffective. Energy stops reaching where it's needed, but your mind remains active. You are aware, you understand, that nothing is working the way it should. Mars doesn't rush the process. It allows you to witness it, and that awareness is what makes it different from everything else. Now, Jupiter. This is where the idea of standing disappears completely. There is no surface here, no solid ground. You don't land, you fall. Through endless layers of gas, thicker than anything on Earth. Storm systems stretch across the planet, large enough to swallow entire worlds. Lightning flashes constantly, revealing how deep the atmosphere really goes. And as you descend, the environment becomes heavier, denser, more dominant. There is no single moment where everything stops, just a continuous increase in pressure, until the distinction between you and everything around you disappears completely. Then comes Saturn. At first, it feels almost peaceful. Soft golden clouds, slow movement. You drift instead of fall. But that calm is misleading. There is still no surface, and as you sink deeper, the environment becomes heavier. Gradually, quietly. There is no sudden end, no clear moment of failure. Just a slow transition from something defined to something that isn't. Finally, the ice giants. Uranus and Neptune. These are the coldest environments in the solar system. Temperatures drop far below anything experienced on Earth. Winds move faster than sound. The atmosphere itself is unstable. Exposure here removes heat instantly. But below the surface, pressure increases, and the environment becomes something else entirely. Cold, dense, and overwhelming. There is no explosion, no dramatic event, just complete environmental dominance. But the most extreme environment is not a planet. It's space itself. No air, no pressure, no temperature balance, nothing to support biological systems. The body doesn't react violently. It simply cannot function. Systems shut down, quietly, without resistance. This is not destruction, it's absence. And this leads to something far more important. It's not that these planets are trying to destroy life. It's that life almost never works in the universe. Everywhere we look, conditions are extreme, hostile, unstable. And yet, one planet exists where everything aligns. Earth, the right temperature, the right pressure, the right balance. And that raises a question that physics alone doesn't easily answer. Is that balance random, or is it something far more rare than we understand?